it's also true we don't have regular
911. YouTube. Chasing Mr. Hamilton, the name trucking is the game. My wallet to get swole is the goal. Heart of a lion, mentality of a hyena. Steady rolling while we don't get tired, we get money. Let me highlight y'all real quick, YouTube. Let me talk to y'all. First of all, just showed up in the yard, you know what I mean? Another look around today. Roll this thing up real quick. I want to talk to some of you so-called owner-operators out here, man, about what a DBA is. The next video is gonna be what an LLC is. Yeah, I'm gonna spread it out because I'm trying to just break it down real quick. Simple. All right. What is a DBA? And how does it affect owner-operators? Now here's a disclaimer. I am not an owner-operator, okay? All my info that I have is based on research and talking to my personal tax consultant. Yes, I have one. Believe it or not, man, I'm setting everything up that I'm gonna need. I'm setting up everything that I'm going to need once I get to that step, right? So all this info is what I learned from, like I said, research and my personal tax consultant, right? Or the person that handle my taxes, person that is going to handle my business, also taxes. As a matter of fact, she's going to be the one who is going to give me my LLC, so forth thing. All right, so here's the difference, man, between an LLC and a DBA. I trust that some of y'all already know, but just for the sake of video, just for the sake of small talk, just act like you don't know what an LLC or a DBA is, okay? A DBA stands for doing business as, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Doing business as. With it, you can go to your local friendly secretary office, secretary of state, or at your local friendly city that you're in. You can file for a DBA. A DBA costs about $16, maybe. Now, if you live on the side of town, you're probably looking like it's no more than $25. Long story short, you can literally go through the window, they hand you paperwork, you fill it out. Now, the DBA consists of what the business name is going to be, and Negro, that is pretty much it. It's the name of the company, sole proprietor and all that stuff. I've had so many DBAs that I never use. It's ridiculous, but that's not the point, right? And from the secretary's office, you can go straight to the bank and open a business bank account with a DBA. All right, and then there you go. That's particularly what a DBA does. What a DBA is. Doing business as, you get it from the secretary's office. It allows you to open a bank account under your business's name. Simple, right? All right. So now, how does a DBA affect, right? How does a DBA affect owner operators? Now, you go over there, you open your bank account, everything is good and dandy. You go straight to whoever you're gonna lease your truck onto, and then you run that truck under your DBA, which means you have to run that truck under your social, right? Because the DBA doesn't come with an EIN. All right, so you're with me so far, and so, which means whoever you list onto is going to run that truck under your name. So let's say your name is Billy Joe. Well, damn, Billy Joe is going to be the one receiving all that dough that Billy Joe grows through that year with that truck. And sorry guys. So Billy Joe is gonna get all that money in his purses. It goes straight to your social. A good and bad thing about that, right? Now, if you try to run quote unquote a business under your persons, at the end of the year, you're gonna get a whole lot of money on your person, on your social, right? It's gonna show that Billy Joe made $250,000 this year, right? And then, if you're trying to pick up some women, that looks good as hell. You're out here pimping. Pimping ain't easy, I understand. But sometimes somebody got to do it. Trust me, man, I understand that. I definitely understand that. You gotta understand, I understand that, my brother. But the bad thing about a DBA, a bad thing about putting your truck in a DBA is it's going to mess up your taxes. Trust me. Once again, I'm not an owner-operator, but I learned this from my tax person. A DBA is going to mess you up majorly on your taxes, because first of all, taxes work on brackets, right? If Billy Joe made $200 and something thousand this year, guess what? Billy Joe about to be on on the 3% tax bracket. So Billy Joe, by the end of the year, whether or not, right, you filed that tax on the person because the money went on the persons, right? So whether or not Billy Joe actually kept that money is irrelevant. Billy Joe gonna end up probably giving Uncle Sam back $15,000-$20,000 or whatever Uncle Sam felt like he need, or whatever your tax. Yeah, anyways, you get the point. That's what a DBA does to you. And also, the reason why it is bad to run your business in a DBA is, let's say Billy Joe is driving one day on Utah, started rolling back the truck, screw up somehow, or skid and hit another 18-wheeler. Well, guess what? Billy Joe is running that company or that truck under his Social Security. So now, the insurance is going to cover whatever coverage you have, right? But the person you hit can come after your own person. So if Billy Joe be running that business under his persons for the last 3 years, made some money, bought a big ass crib and some cars and boats and planes or whatever, that person can come after Billy Joe's himself, his house, his boat, his cars, and his planes, and the truck. So, yeah, that is a bad thing about running your business on DBA. Now, if you're trying to run like a year or two on your DBA, your business, just so you can show that you make buttload of money, so you can get a bigger crib or whatever, it still be a mistake, and it's actually a little bit. Anyways, long story short, that's a whole different video. But yeah, the risk of a DBA is if you get an accident, you're putting yourself at risk of the person coming after your persons, like your personal assets. That includes your house, your cars, your whatever you own. The person can come after that if they sue you, a civil lawsuit, because your insurance is only going to cover cargo, right? If you got full coverage, they'll cover the truck, right? So they might pay for that person's truck or whatever. All the personal injury stuff and all that, no. See, they can cover some of that, but the person can get greedy and come after you. You know how people be, right, when it comes to 18-wheel accident. But yeah, man. But I'm sorry about that. I'm filling out my paperwork, about to head up. But yeah. So my advice, my non-professional advice would be, bro, if you're gonna run your truck, for some odd reason, you decided you're going to run your truck business that you listen on to something else under a DBA, please reconsider, man, because you're setting yourself up for some kind of failure. Yes, you will make a lot of money on your persons. Yes, I understand that. Yes, you be the pimp in the neighborhood. Yes, you can rub that in on your family. Or whatever your reason is for wanting to run the deep, beside being cheap, lazy, and not doing your research. Whatever your reason is for wanting to run a truck on a DBA, so all that money go to your Social Security. Make sure that's worth it, man. I'm telling you. Because as much money you're gonna make under your persons by using your social, the quicker you're gonna lose that money. And that's not an and, if, or buts. You can lose everything you work for 5-10 years in a matter of months. That's why you got these TV attorneys all day, every day, just begging for you to screw up so they can come and get your stuff. Now, there's a way you can protect yourself from that, and that's what the next video is going to be about. And that's an LLC. I'm going to tell you what an LLC is and why it's a better option, and why it's also not a better option than a DBA if you're going to run a truck. When I say run a truck, I'm talking about, listen. Like, you want to listen to whoever as an owner operator, list operator, it don't matter. Which I think being a list operator is one of the most stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. But it's cool. But yeah, that's a whole different video. Like, you literally deciding to work for somebody that's gonna feed you. Like, you're gonna buy an equipment from somebody that's feeding you, right? So somebody that has the power to determine whether you pay off the thing you're buying from them. Like, that don't even sound right. But some of y'all do it, man. Some of y'all do that stuff because people don't have patience. Anyways, enough with the mumbling. So that's the cause and effects of a DBA, man. Don't final advice. You can if you want to. It's a free country, but do not run your trucking company or your trucking operation under just a DBA and your persons. Yes, you will make a lot of money on your social, but no, it's gonna screw you up during tax time, and it also can screw you up liability wise if you get an accident or any sort of legal issues. All right, like and subscribe, man.